show favor to your people. Oh, he said your people. He didn't say everybody did it. No, he said your people before reason. Come to my aid when you save them. What do you need aid for? And what do we need aid for? And we can't say aid from these enemies we have. That I may enjoy the prosperity of your chosen ones. Uh-oh. So he needs some prosperity. That means he broke. He's on the bottom. He's not the head, he's the tail. He's not above, he's beneath. That I may share in the joy of your nation and join your inheritance in giving praise. The text says that Yasharal is the Most High's inheritance. His people, we are his. We're his inheritance. Hallelujah. And this is what we were speaking on just now. First, he had to come back and get stuff straight. He said, we have sinned even as our ancestors did. We have done wrong and act wickedly. And just as the text says, we must ask the Most High to forgive us and for the sins of our forefathers and ancestors. Why? Because if we don't bring it to the forefront of the conversation, we'll repeat what they did. We'll go right back into their ways. When our ancestors were in Egypt, they gave no thought to your miracles. They did not remember your many kindnesses, and they rebelled by the sea of reeds. Have mercy. Yet he saved them for his name's sake, to make his mighty power known. Yeah, they was hearing about him all over in Jericho, all over the whole world at the time, because Egypt was the world's power. And they heard about him in the whole house, down at Rahab's house, and she was a hoe. Tell the truth, shame the devil. But the Most High used her later on, that the lineage of Yahusha came down through. Hallelujah. From a hoe to chosen, that the Most High will come down through her lineage. Now that's powerful. But I wanted to look at this real quick. The text says they rebelled by the sea of reeds. And before that it says they gave no thought to your miracles. So that's saying that they didn't pay attention to the works he was putting down when he was putting in plagues on Egypt, when he was whooping them soundly. See, our forefathers forgot and didn't pay no attention to it, but the rest of the world stood up and took notice. They was like, oh boy, look at here. We don't want none of that smoke. We don't want none of that. Because he whooping Egypt soundly. And it's just like what's going on in this country here, America, and all its allies, and even them other countries that had put our forefathers in slavery before, in the Arab slave trade. They getting whipped. They're having all kinds of problems in their nations, in their countries. Snow in the summer, drought in the winter, or heat in the winter, winds, flood, tornadoes, earthquakes. He's putting it down on them just like he did in Egypt. But it's only just the beginning. And let's continue. He saved them from the hand of the foe. From the hand of the enemy, he redeemed them. The waters covered their adversaries, not one of them survived. Now our people love to harp on that song. If he did it before, he'll do it again. And that's true in this case. He's about to do it again. This time it's going to be a complete work. Worldwide. Just as the text says, I didn't pull it up. But no longer will people swear by what the Most High did in the land of Egypt, but they're going to swear by what he's doing now in this Exodus, where he gathers his people from all the nations of the world and bring us back to our land. See, this is even a greater feat, family, because he's doing it all over the world all at the same time. And putting a whipping on each and every nation, not just one. And as the text says, the waters covered their adversaries, not one of them survived. And that's what's happening now. Not one of them are going to survive. So I highly recommend that you get on the right side of his story, the Most High story. Then they believe his promises insane. Uh-oh, they had to change of heart. They had to change of heart after a bit, huh? And that's what we're calling our people to now, to have a change of heart, so we can enjoy some of this prosperity, this flourishing proliferation, this boom, this well-being, this growth. Hallelujah. Also to push forward, to advance or succeed. And see, this is what prosperity means in the Hebrew. And let's look at that word proliferation. It means rapid increase in numbers, used to convey that something is prosperous. Or prospering. And boom means extreme suddenly, or extremely sudden, surprising, successful. And well-being is the state of being comfortable, healthy, and happy. Well, how many of us are happy right now? How many of us can say we're happy? We're happy in the Ruach, of course, but how many of us can say we're happy about our circumstances and our people's circumstances, our children, our parents, our cousins, our aunts and aunties? How many of us are really happy about where they're at, family? Us bruised now, that's what I'm saying. Us bruised. See, this idea is somewhat for our bruised, mostly, but everybody can get something from it, because we're the example of how the Most High treats his people and how he wants to treat other folk. See, it's all about obedience. If you do this, then I'll do that. If you don't do this, then this is going to happen to you. Hallelujah. But stand in the way today, family. Get in the Most High's way. Hallelujah. Don't try to get out the way. In this case, you don't want to get out the way. You want some of this good trouble. Like old boy used to say, I'm looking for a little trouble to get into. Get into this trouble, the ancient past. And all that ancient past means is lining up with the Most High, what he calls for your life. Just like Abram did. That's the ancient path, doing what Abram did in obedience to the Father. Saying, yeah, I go. He said, come on out of there. Come out from your parents' house. Come out from that old stank church you've been going to. Uh-oh. Where you think mom and them old-timey religion is going to work for you. It's not going to work for you. Because they ain't had the knowledge that you have now. You got to get up on some of this. What them guys say, get up on this. Push it. Push it real good. Yeah, that knowledge. No, we're not being nasty. We're talking about the knowledge of the Most High in our lives, expediting change, going into our future, going into our land as the Most High expedites us out of these countries, all at one time. Hallelujah. You gotta love it. But first you gotta love him and doing what he asks you to do, which is follow his commands, his laws and statutes, lining up with him. And to set the record straight once and for all, the only law that has been done away with is the law of sacrifice. You don't have to sacrifice anymore because Yahushua took that place of the sacrificial lamb, came, bled, and died for our redemption back to the Father, then rose on the third day. For us folks first, for his chosen people, just like he said, I come only for that lost sheep of the house of Yahshua.